Jay, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, yes. I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to introduce my great friend. I've been knowing her probably since 2004 or 5. We know each other
Yeah.
through a mutual friend, and she's always been seems to me as she had this very natural way of living, lifestyle rather, and that's a good thing. You know, she
Yeah.
she moved away and came back, but she's here now. So I would like to for you to introduce yourself.
My name is Jamel Myers, but everyone calls me Jay, Jai. And I am a St. Louis native, but I just returned to St. Louis a few years ago. And I'm here to help my people with wellness and all things that will help us live a longer, healthier, prosperous life.
Yes.
Yes,
So
yes.
what what how did you actually get into uh the field or the practice that you in?
Okay, so I am a yoga instructor and a wellness enthusiast. So all of this comes very natural to me because I have always been into Afrocentric things. My mom and dad raised us on Black culture and just, always bringing natural elements into the home, plants. My mom had plants and gardening and just all things natural. So that's how I got that out the mud, right?
Right.
But the healthy eating and just um, being an advocate for fitness is something that was instilled in me from my sisters. So we have always been into therapy, physical therapy, fitness, things of that nature. So that was always in me. And I've always just naturally been slim. So um, I modeled and I did a lot of fashion things. So back in those days, you really had to watch your weight, watch your height, so on and so forth. So I was always an advocate of staying fit. So that was a portion of it. But I did move out of St. Louis in 2008. Work took me to the East Coast. And so once I moved to the East Coast, I learned all about yoga. And so I started my yoga journey in Washington, D.C.
Right,
And
right,
so
right.
that's where that started. I was in fashion, but also doing business consulting. And I started to get a lot of clients that needed image consulting. And, maybe this person has good fashion sense, but they're not confident about their body type. And so at some point, image and fashion started to merge with fitness because if you don't feel good on the inside, then it's going to affect your confidence and then you can't be your best self. So it's bigger than just, oh, let's go shop for such and such and make them look good for this one event or for this one um, video or speaking engagement. It's
Right.
bigger than that. Okay, why doesn't this person feel good about themselves and diving deeper? So as I got older, it just changed a little bit to like more about the substance of it all versus just like what's on the surface. And so I started to educate myself on all the rims of wellness. I started to get into nutrition, dove a little deeper into yoga, the different forms of yoga. And then the pandemic happened. And
Right.
so when the pandemic happened, a few people reached out to me to do yoga virtually. And so I started to do yoga on Zoom and yoga on different platforms. And I started to reach out to different people. And then I started to bring in some of my St. Louis family, friends, so on and so forth, because it was the only way that I could really reach them during the pandemic. So that kind of opened the door for me to take advantage of different platforms. And so when I finally came back to St. Louis, like the end of 2021, beginning of 2022, I came and immediately started doing yoga in the park. And then I joined the Collective STL, which is a group of wellness and yoga instructors that have a brick and mortar right here in the heart of the city, North Market Street. But
Right.
they do events and they make yoga accessible to the Black community all throughout the city. They're the only donation based group in St. Louis, Missouri. So, what I was doing individually in DC, I came and found like minded people that were doing the same thing. And so I joined them and we started to expand and we started doing wellness events. And so now I am part of the wellness team for a company called Rung for Women. And that's also located in the city. I do yoga for kids during the week. And these are all platforms and organizations that came through the Collective STL. I pay my homage to them because they really were able to get me in reach with people. But overall, we're just trying to educate all people, but especially our Black community, on ways to improve your life that do not require a lot of money. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm my bad. I'm so sorry.
I can
Can
hear
you
you now.
you can hear me now? Oh, I did so. I clicked the button. All right.
Ed,
So
could you hear
huh?
me? Did you get everything that I
Yeah,
said?
I got everything that you were saying.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got everything that you were saying. Um, I cause I when you left, I hadn't seen you. I didn't know. I knew you had told me a while ago that you were going to move away, and I didn't know where you went.
hmm
You know,
So
and
I got promoted. I got a job promotion. I actually was offered two locations, Chicago or Maryland, and I chose Maryland. So I went to Maryland for like 3 years, and this is when I was in retail, visual merchandising, management, all of that. So that's what led me to DC. But during that journey, I developed my skills and had different certifications. And so I elevated to the highest form of retail. And that's when I decided to start my own consulting company. So Inside Out Consulting is the name of my business, where we do business consulting, image consulting, but it also incorporates fitness. And that's where my emphasis on yoga kind of came into play. And then also the nutrition piece, because again, it's not just about the outside, it's about the inside. What are you doing to help yourself look better, feel better, live longer? So it's more than just an immediate image, it's more about a lifestyle. It's educating people on how to be your healthiest self inside and out. So that's the wordplay, Inside Out Consulting.
right. That's good. I always wanted to do yoga, but I said, oh, I was too chunky, you know,
So,
and so and so yeah. So everyone has to get control of the spiral of just eating what you want to eat, or the the downfalls of
mhm,
eating unhealthy. So,
yeah.
what does yoga, the 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 exercise or the what's the right word? The performance of yoga. What does it do to the body?
Okay, so first and foremost, yoga is more, it's not an exercise. So
Right.
what it is, it's a lifestyle. It
Okay.
is you connecting your mind and your body and your movement as one.
Right.
So they're not separate things. You are existing in the present state, and you are exercising this by holding certain postures and poses
Hmm.
that help you to strengthen yourself. It helps your circulation. It helps your mental. It
Right.
helps your body to function properly. So we as people, we are aligned at some point, and human nature causes us to uh, maybe throw our equilibrium off, or we have bad habits. We're left-handed, we're right-handed. We do this one thing this one way all the time. So now we may have, um, hip injury, or we might have an accident and can no longer use both legs equally. So it helps you to understand your body and your mind as one. And so, in doing that, it is going to change your mindset. It's going to help you understand your body. It's going to help you to be stronger. It's going to help your breathing. It's going to help your body to function properly. And it's going to help. It's going to help amplify anything that you do in your life that is positive. So, if you are a person that works out a lot, if you do yoga, it's going to help you to breathe better. That means you're going to be able to push through your cardio. It's going to help you to feel motivated and want to exercise. It's going to help you to not feel winded because your breathing is corrected by using different breathing techniques. So it's deeper than just an exercise. Sometimes people think of yoga as just a physical thing, but what I like to say is yoga is a work in, not a workout.
Right. Right. So when okay, like.
Or internal, and
Hmm.
the end result is it's going to show in your external, because you will be more flexible. Your circulation will be corrected. You will be able to move and function and flow better because you are not idle. Your body is getting the proper stretching, the proper attention equally. And so it's bigger than just a workout. It's a work in, and it's really a lifestyle. It's going to help you to lessen your anxiety. It's going to help you to deal with issues in life when they are dealt to you, because we're all going to go through ups and downs. Life is a journey of ups and downs. So when you have downs, how do you handle how do you, what do you do when you're stressed out? These are healthy habits that you create when you do.
Right.
So it's be a lifestyle.
Uh,
Lifestyle.
so I seen on your page that you had what is it? What is sound bath?
Yes. So sound healing or sound therapy, what they call it, is a good addition to my journey. So I am currently in the process of practicing sound healing. So sound healing is a matter of allowing frequency to come in to help relieve internal tension, stress, so on and so forth. So, like, people go to church and they listen to the gospel and they say, so sound chakras. So, we all have, human body has different chakras that equate to different different issues that you may have in your body. So if you have headaches often, that's a chakra that needs sound frequency to do that. It's basically the new medicine,
Right.
and I have been for a while now. It's life changing. Like it will definitely touch you in a way where it'll awaken you and just have you thinking differently about your life, and it's going to motivate you to want to do more holistic things versus, you know, oh, I have a headache, let's take this medication. There's different things that you can do. You can meditate, you can clear your mind, you can decrease the anxiety that you may be creating for yourself by changing your thought process, your breathing, but also the sound frequency comes into your body, and it can release tension, and it can tap into different entities of your body that probably didn't know could even happen. So um, it's
Okay.
something.
So can it is there a way that do other okay as an uh, another individual can do they give out um, different energies? Am I too loud? I might be too loud.
No,
Okay, so do they give out different energies for as frequency? If like if you get close to somebody else, do they give out? Are there people that have high frequencies?
I would say yes. I think that all people have frequency, right?
Right.
And all have energy. We all have our own vibes and aura about ourselves. That's natural. But a frequency is something that it's not really in the person. It is art, in the art. So the frequency and the elements. So these are sound bowls. So there's different bowls that have every bowl has a note. And so different notes will resonate with individuals. So if you can line 15 people up, and um, everyone's different. You may not know anyone's issue, but as the person who is presenting the sound bath, we're trained to play for the most sensitive person in the room. So we choose the notes based upon the energy that we receive. If I have a group of children, I am automatically going to know what type of notes I need to play because they're children versus adults. So
Right.
this is like a general observation. Or if I have a room of cancer patients, that's something that's like it's going to require a deeper dive. And so there will be notes that resonate with that too. So it's definitely a very intensive training, but it definitely it's life changing. It's life changing. I would suggest that if everyone could just attend one, just so you can see how it feels. It's something that it's a feeling, and it's undescribable.
Oh, that's cool. So you learned all of that before you got back to St. Louis, or it was uh that was what you learned here.
So I got into it while I was outside of St. Louis, but when I came to St. Louis, actually I wasn't supposed to be here permanently. I was just visiting, and I came in contact with a few people who were into the same methods that I was currently studying. And so, as I came back and forth to St. Louis, I started taking different classes, and I'm always one to educate myself. Like I'll do a certification or I take an online course. So I was able to tap in with like-minded people here in St. Louis, and so there was a higher energy or frequency that was speaking to me, saying, "St. Louis needs this. Stay here and help your people." because I was about to go back to DC and do the same thing and take another route.
Right.
But I had a frequency speak to me saying, your people in St. Louis need this. Like, stay and help develop that here versus elsewhere. Like and it's not like a spiritual, like, it's not that deep where it's on a, like, voices or anything like that. It's just the energy, and I just felt like I needed to do the work here versus anywhere else. I think that St. Louis has a void that needs to be filled, and now that we have the people that can do it, the right people to do it, we're going to expand on that. So that's where the collective STL comes in. We are all about healing and helping our Black people with developing healthy life habits, because we have so much trauma, and we are oppressed and have a different mindset in a way, and we are trying to make these practices available to our people.
Yes. Okay. For the audience, I'm speaking to Jay. Her name is Jamil. Um, she's a yoga instructor and a sound therapist. I think my sound is too high. Sound therapist, and she she teaches a class. It will be great for the audience or people who would like to be interested. Is there a way that they can like a website or something where they can,
Yes.
if they wanted to do like make appointments or something like that?
Yeah. So I have a few organizations that I work with, because I work independently, but I work in conjunction with the Collective SCL. So I would first say the Collective SCL is a donation based, Black owned yoga establishment that is run by people like myself who are trained on sound therapy, yoga, wellness as just as a rim. And so we're also a donation based establishment. So we believe that our people need it, and the people will provide what is needed. So
Right.
if you do not have the money for membership, this is the place to come. We do have on all social media platforms, but on Instagram, and there's a website, thecollectivestl.com. The Collective STL, if you search on Instagram, the link in the bio is the website. You can click there. You can see the schedule for the week. You can sign up for classes. Again, it's donation based. So you can donate $5. You can donate $5,000. You can donate whatever it is that you want to donate. You donate, and you can come to class. More, we have classes every day of the week at this point. So you can come to class. It's not a donation per class. You make a donation and you can come. And as you are able to donate, you donate. And
Right.
so that's the way that the establishment is run. And we have a great attendance right now, and we just added classes. So there are classes Monday through Sunday. And so if you go to the website or onto the IG page, you can see the schedule for the week. Now, in addition to that, I have a few classes that I teach, but they are private, but I can be booked by different organizations. So, for example, I teach yoga for kids during the week. And so that's not an open class, but the program that I teach through is through the Legacy Center. And that program is open. So you will go to thelegacycenter.com and you can read upon the program, the requirements, and you can sign your children up, and they can do yoga, they can do art therapy. Like, there's different activities, but I teach the yoga portion of that. So that's the Legacy Center, and that's located in Velda City or in the Normandy district.
Right.
And also, I do have one class open for the community that is on Mondays at 6 p.m. and it's located at Rung for Women, which is on the south side. And for that, you would have to click the link. I have a link on my page that you can click to sign up for yoga on Mondays. And so, again, it's a free class, but it does require that you sign up. And it's every Monday. Every Monday at 6 o'clock p.m.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Um, so, can you? Okay, chakras. I keep hearing some of the guys talk about the chakras and things like that. Um, it is a great thing to tap into your chakras. Is that correct?
It is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's so great to just like, we are in the world of social media and Google. Go to Google and just type in chakras,
Hmm.
and you're going to get a diagram of a body, and it's going to have about 8 colors. Like your head area may be yellow, and then your mid portion may be pink, and then green, red, and so it's going to break your body down into these zones. And in therapy, we're trained to know like different body parts and how things are connected. So if a person is always complaining about their stomach, or they always have stomach issues,
Right.
well, then chakra needs to be tapped into.
Right.
So it may be a matter of, um, their diet. It may be a matter of the way, the lack of exercise, or maybe they're holding a lot of tension in that area. So if you do something like yoga or sound therapy, that's going to resonate to you and kind of release from that area. And it's going to help you to open you up to understand what you can do to correct it. So I would say chakras are awesome, but it's very in depth. So I think that I don't know if I can explain it in this portion,
Right. Right.
because we have a time slot, but the chakras are very eye opening. If you look, you could look and say like, it's like looking at a diagram of your hand, and it'll show you each finger. Well, this finger is connected to your left nerve, but if you have pain in this part of your neck, then maybe if this part of your finger were massaged, then it could loosen that up. Just something simple like that, but
Right. Because everything is connected. Right. Correct.
connected.
Yeah.
And you have to know, if you have a problem area, okay, well, what's connected to the problem area? Okay, well, if your hip is always hurting, and then we dig deeper, oh, I had a foot injury about 5 years ago. Well, your foot is connected to that hip, and so because you have the injury in your foot, maybe you have your circulation through your hip isn't as it should be. So
Right.
if you really break it down, you can help diagnose someone. You can help relieve tension that we keep pent up. Therapy is going to open you up where you talk about more, you release more. And when you release tension, it's going to allow your body to function and flow better. So it's deep, but it's worth the research.
Okay. Cool. Um, is there a way that you can show us what the 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 uh the sound bowls do?
I can show you really quick.
Okay.
So behind that, I have, but these are sound bowls. So you have to use a certain technique to make them sing. So the sound is going to come from the bowls, and what you want to do is have everyone um, take a pose that is relaxing, take a few deep breaths. You can say a prayer, and you allow the sounds to just come into your aura. third note. So typically, after, before you play, you want to breathe, you want to open yourself up to a comfortable position. And throughout that, just imagine like laying down and listening to the sound, and it makes you emotional, and then it eventually puts you to sleep. Like there are people who have a hard time sleeping, but after the sound bath, they feel like they call it sound bath because you really feel like you're cleansed of things, right? And so you may release something that you didn't know that was pent up in you, or you may release some emotion that is holding you back. So, I'm sorry, my battery was low. It cut off. Um, the sounds, they speak to people differently.
Right.
And it's just amazing. You have to definitely experience it. I've been practicing and doing some sound bath sessions with people who have requested it at a program that I'm at. So it's definitely life changing. I've had a lot of people come to me and say like, "Oh my gosh, like that changed my life. Like I feel refreshed. I didn't know I was so emotional. I really let go. I needed that. I needed that release. Like just the response that you get from people is so like it's amazing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try that because
Yeah.
dealing with the yoga, uh, yes, I do need to stretch. Everybody need to stretch to get their circulation good and whatever health benefits that comes from doing yoga. The sound
Mhm.
bath, I want to experience that also.
Yeah, so we can maybe set something up. If you want to get a few people together, we can do a group session. So you can experience it and just kind of see what it's like. I would love for you to get together a few guys because I have so many women that are into it, but I'm trying to get our men to be more open to yoga. It's not for women, it's for all bodies.
Right.
Yoga for everyone. I have a lot of kids that I do it with, a lot of males that are really into it. I have a group of athletes that I do it with. They love yoga. They see the benefits of it. You could be the greatest athlete, but if you're not stretching and if you're not breathing properly, then you can injure yourself. So there's just like different techniques that are, again, it's all about having healthy life habits. It's not just for the moment, it's about a lifestyle.
Right. 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 Yeah. So, cause I've before I've listened like on if I went on YouTube and I'm listening to just sound therapy in itself, um, I can imagine that the frequencies do something to your body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And especially for us we are the artists. We are the person that's leading that. So um, you definitely have to be mindful of everyone, and it helps us too because we're getting the frequency directly. So most people who do this are very grounded and very like um, well-rounded and knowledgeable about just like healthy ways to improve your life.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah.
So this is it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to schedule even even if not in the studio. I at least want to try to get you to come on probably maybe once a month or once every so often just to talk about what you do from time to time. Because usually I do a wellness check Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
So what that's about is just trying to connect with people I haven't heard from or uh, people I haven't seen in a while. And I just just uh, one of the brothers. Hey, I call every Wednesday and call and check up on people. So that I think that's a great thing. But it just
Yeah.
you were available today, so I had to get you today. You know.
Yeah. And they trying to they trying to shut down the yoga studio. They keep knocking on the door like, are you still in there? I was supposed to have been gone, but I stayed late for you.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna allow you to go ahead and get out their studio or get out of the zone
I
in which you're in. So
Yeah, but I'm actually in the studio. This is where I do classes every Monday.
hmm
So I'm in the actual studio right now.
okay, got it.
Oh yeah, it's a nice studio.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. Yep.
cool.
So this is where I am every Monday.
Okay, cool. All right, so everybody, I'm talking to Jay. She's a yoga instructor. She's a I want to say a sound bath therapist.
Yeah.
She's uh, uh, she's living a natural lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle, which is always good. Um, and I really appreciate it. You know. So
Thanks for having
I want to
me. I
say
appreciate.
thank you. I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
You know. So
I,
until we meet again, and
let's let's get this.
this is a nice show. We gonna have to get off into it, and I'm gonna have to relax.
Talk
So
about shock another show.
yeah. So we good. So I appreciate you, and it's been real. And two fingers mean peace.
Peace.
Where we at? All right, y'all. I gotta get ready to roll. I gotta shave this beard, this mustache. I should have did it first, but it's been real, and I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all know how I do it. Y'all know how I do it. I hear a lot of people say that, I have a photographer that can capture the shot that I need, but when they see the images in which we have, it's almost like, why go anywhere else? When you want the right shot,